But first, let's return to the situation involving Ukraine and Russia. We're delighted to say I'm joined by Sir Andrew Woods. He is the former British ambassador to Russia. A very good afternoon to you, Sir Andrew. I was just putting it to Graham Stringer, the member of the Foreign Affairs Select Committee, a little earlier, that the British government seemed to be talking up the prospect of war. Liz Truss saying it is likely when she was on the TV yesterday. Is there a fear that not just the British government but others are talking up the prospect of war in Ukraine, and that makes it even more likely?
I don't believe they're talking it up for that reason. The situation there is something completely unknown. It depends very much on what Putin wants, obviously. It depends also on how much Putin realizes what an extraordinarily stupid move would in the end be. Russia can't just take over Ukraine and hold it and live in peace.
The difficulty, of course, is that we're not entirely sure, though, what Russia's intentions is, do we, Sir Andrew? Is this going to be simply a quick incursion across the border? Is it trying simply to create instability? Or could they go for a full-out invasion, even trying to take the capital, Kiev?
Well, I agree, that is completely unknown. A bit like the other topic you were discussing, the Grey Report and so on. It's we're all in a guessing game as to what the Russians are trying to do. Their ideal is to push back NATO. In that context, making a fool of NATO would be good from their point of view, I suppose. But I think we must be prepared for the fact that this will remain, whatever the immediate situation may be, a constant threat.
And what really can the British government do in all of this? Ultimately, the Western Alliance is a little bit fractured in terms of the approach. What do you think kind of the British government's role is over the coming days? We know, for example, obviously there's lots of visits taking place to different parts of Europe. But what really can Britain achieve?
Well, I think it will help to sustain morale in Ukraine, but not just in Ukraine. One has to remember that if there is a Russian aggressive strike in some form or another against Ukraine, it will also have influences throughout the rest of Eastern Europe. So it is a danger, and what the Russians have demanded is something they won't get. So we'll have to see whether there's some sort of compromise is possible. To the extent the Russian fears that they will be assuaged. But at the moment, it is completely unknown.
Yeah, indeed. And as you say, we're going to have to see how those events play out. We saw pictures there from the Ukrainian border of Russian and Ukrainian troops as that military build-up continues. Sir Andrew, thank you so much indeed. Sir Andrew Wood there, the former UK ambassador to Russia, joining us down the line.